Welcome to the podcast for the sisters and bros. It will make you laugh from your head to your toes. Talking about their lives, from the highs to the lows. And the name of the title goes, The Sloppy Joes.
Welcome everybody to the Sloppy Joes podcast. How are we? It is another episode without Joe Smith because, I mean, if you're wondering, he's in Thailand and Vietnam exploring the world for 4 weeks. So we have got the wonderful Dom with us today replacing him. How are you, Dom?
A bit hungover.
A bit hungover.
Very hungover.
Very hungover.
Yeah.
We'll get into that in a little second. And Ethan James is here.
Oh, yes. Hello, Joe. I am here for another one.
The team, eh? Do you feel part of the team, Dom?
No, because there's no remuneration.
What does that mean?
Dividendal payoff.
Do you want,
but I am
part
grateful.
of this company?
Well, no, of course not. That's not my end goal. I'm not scheming away in bed at night with a notepad and dreams of attainment.
So I think before we get into Breaking Joes, which is where we tell a little bit about our weekends that's just been, I think the audience needs to know you a little bit more.
Me?
Is that all right? Yeah.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
Starting off by last night. What happened last night? You hungover?
Well, I was drinking in bed, so I have a ritual of getting 2 bottles of Chardonnay from the corner shop. Actually, something strange happened in the corner shop last night. A man came in the door.
That is strange.
And he said, he was quite an elderly man, an elderly, portly gentleman. And he came in the door and he said, "After you, lad." And people don't usually talk to me in the corner shop. And then we were talking about how I'm winning the lottery. And he said, "If I win, I'll give you 100 grand to the shop owners." And I said, "Well, that's a bit tight. If you win 100 million, you just give them 100 grand. He said, "Oh, cheeky. You don't have to worry about your wife and kids." I said, "How does he know I don't have wife and kids?" This story's not very funny, is it? But anyway, on the way out of the door, this is the terrifying bit.
Terrifying.
He was like, "After you, love."
Didn't he? What did you love? Did he slap your bum or something?
It felt like he verbally slapped my ass.
So you'd go home with 2 bottles of Chardonnay, just lie in bed and just drink them?
Yeah, the first gulp is the hardest.
Why?
Is that like that song?
Yeah, the first cut is the deepest.
Yeah, the first gulp is the stingiest.
Why?
Well, because I drink so often anyway, my stomach and my brain is kind of averse to it and just wants to go, "No, please don't." So the first gulp, all my body and my atoms are kind of screaming against the liquid. But after that, obviously your brain gets numb.
And what are you doing? Are you watching the telly? Have you got the...
No, I don't watch TV. I kind of go on YouTube and hate watch people.
Really? What were you hate watching last night?
Well, there's an internet personality called King. Actually, I shouldn't be plugging him. He's a degenerate. King Cobra JFS.
Right.
He's a fascinating
Do you
lol.
do you know what that is, Ethan?
I don't have a clue, Joe. What does he do, Dom?
What does he do? It's like holding up a mirror to me, actually. He just sits in this chair and he drinks all day and rants about gender relations. And his famous thing to say is he's looking for an of-age, alive, cisgendered, unrelated goth girlfriend. And that's his kind of mantra.
Why?
But he stipulates that she has to be alive, which is good to know, isn't it?
Yeah, it is good. So you'd watch him. Just had a look there. 98,000 subscribers. He's doing all right.
He is, but all of those hate him.
How do you mean? Why does everyone hate him?
Because he talks about... You'd have to understand.
All right, well, let's move on from the drinking. Are you all right?
Yeah, fine.
Do you go straight to sleep after the last gulp of the...
Well, I don't know when I go to sleep because I kind of just... Everything becomes black. And then I wake up.
A new day.
Yeah, a new beautiful day.
Do you ever piss the bed?
No, I've shit the bed a few times.
Why do you think you can do one but not the other?
Well, I used to piss the bed until I was about 13, 14, actually.
Yeah.
I used to wear nappies. And why was that? Is it to do with my kidney? I have one kidney. I was born with one kidney.
I like this. So we are finding more about you. So let's go all the way back.
Yeah, more awful details.
Dom, whereabouts were you born?
A town outside Manchester.
Go on.
Near Mottram.
Just fucking tell us.
Near Ashton-under-Lyne.
Staley Bridge. Staley Bridge. You were born in Staley Bridge, or what do they call it? Staley Vegas.
They used to. It's very dilapidated now.
And talk to me about what you did at school. Like, what were your favourite subjects?
Drama.
Drama.
Yeah.
Because you are, and people might have seen you. You're an actor.
Loosely. You know, if you're a plumber and you never was plumbing people's houses, you wouldn't go, I'm a plumber, would you? You go, I'm unemployed. So I find
now and again you plumb.
Now and again I plumb.
Tell us what work you've done.
Work. I'm the Neanderthal character in an advert for Trainline.
I've seen that advert at the cinemas. That's how big screen you've got.
Yeah.
You've also
very fun to do.
You've been in the FIFA advert as well, which you've watched here. That's cracking.
Yes, holding a hose. If you blink, you'll miss.
Yeah, but you still did it really well.
Holding a hose.
Yeah, how long does something like that actually take?
It actually took all day.
Holding the hose took all day.
No, seriously, I was in that garden, and the weird thing is the family owners of the house were in the house that day.
Okay, wow.
So they're all just peeking out the window all day long.
Just seeing if you still were there.
No,
and was that their hose, or did you bring the hose?
That was their hose, their garden.
Why did it take all day?
Well, because the main thing is, and I thought it was going to be a lot funny, he had this kind of, what are they called, those taekwondo wooden things that people hit. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
Kind of.
Those kind of look like trees.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he was like, yeah. It's funny, he knew the director of the Trainline ad, so he was very pally with me. He was an Australian man.
So the FIFA guy knew the Trainline guy?
Yeah.
Wow.
They were friends.
Small world,
So
isn't it?
you know, eh? God.
Go on, carry on with the story.
Sorry, I just nodded off there for a second. Paralytic flashback. Yeah, so I was doing the taekwondo all day, and because I'm so unfit, there were like 3 bottles of water next to me, and I felt I couldn't breathe just by moving my arms on this taekwondo tree.
Mad.
Yeah.
What are your sort of hobbies in life?
Watching King Cobra JFS.
Stop shouting him out. What?
Check him out. No,
Any other hobbies? Like walking?
Every now and again. I drink. That's a hobby, I guess.
Do you play any sports?
I like badminton. Hey, in London, I went on a date with a woman.
Congratulations.
And she suggested the date would be a badminton date.
Nice.
Now, she's bisexual. So she attends. There is relevance to this, actually. So she attends this Chinese LGBTQ plus association badminton club.
Nice.
And she's allowed to bring a guest. And I was the guest. Now, bear in mind I was in London and not expecting this, so I didn't have my trusty racket, which is a very good Yonex racket.
Did you at least have some like kit to get into? Like,
well, it was Easter Monday. No, Friday. No,
Good Friday.
Friday.
What,
yeah.
Recently?
Yeah.
Wow. This is.
But I went down Oxford Street in London trying to find some shorts to buy. Everyone was closed, and I've run out of money completely. So I was just trying to go to Primark to get some shorts. Closed. Urban Outfitters closed. Had to go to Vans. There's just loads of gothy people in there who skateboard. I like that. I'm hating them because I always wanted to be one of them as a child. £50.
You spent £50 on shorts.
Shorts.
And then you so you meet this. Do you want to give her a fake name?
Julianne.
So you meet Julianne. I feel like that might be your real name. The way you looked at me then. So you meet Julianne.
Yeah.
You know you go into this LGBTQ plus badminton.
Chinese badminton.
Chinese badminton
Association.
game, right? Do you both go in together?
She's white as well, by the way. But she's allowed in because she's an ally. So I go, you're like this as well, and the leadership are all
leadership?
the leadership of this badminton club are all like 50 plus gay men, white gay men.
Oh, right. So is there a Chinese connection, or have we just made that up?
I think there are a few Chinese people there.
No. Hold on, because we need to get to the bottom of this. Is it a Chinese LGBT?
Yes, it is. That's the title.
No. Is it though?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
The Chinese LGBT?
That's what she said.
And it's run by gay white men.
There must be a strange. There must be a strange hierarchy
When
to
do you
it.
think they decided?
It was a strange day, okay.
All right. So you go in, you two go in together.
I had to rent a racket from the front. It was
More
actually
of a cost?
actually reasonable. £3, certainly £3.
This already.
It was expensive, actually, £50. I did make it clear that I paid £50.
Julianne and you, do you play together or?
So it's doubles.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah. So every now and again we play together.
Could you not have been the double? Like, why did you have to separate?
Because I ranked myself as C rank, and she ranked herself as C plus rank. It was a very good system, actually. But I had not played for years, so I had this racket that I rented, and it was so heavy, and my hands are really clammy. Like, I don't know why I thought of an eggplant then, but you know the surface of an eggplant. What are they called in English?
What do you mean?
English, not American English.
Like a
Courgette.
Courgette, yeah. You know the surface of that? My hands are like that. Do you want to feel?
Okay, I'll feel your hands. Yeah, they are quite clammy, aren't they?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. It made playing the piano quite hard. But I was swinging this racket and I let go of it.
Oh.
Because it was clammy. It nearly hit it. That's the story.
No, there's more to it, surely. So after the game...
3 hours of doubles.
3 hours?
Yeah, I had to keep taking my name off the board because I was so lethargic. I felt awful, really awful. I'm still aching.
Wow. So was there a winner at the end of it, or is it just for fun?
Just for fun.
Was there one person that was the best?
There were some really good people there. Yeah. This very tall Turkish man with his boyfriend called Jamie, who apparently used to be married to someone off Coronation Street, and he had a child in Manchester.
What?
Yeah. And on the way home, we went to this park, and she was touching my leg, and I was in shorts. So I became visibly excited, but I was wearing my big coat. But this is the problem, you see. I was in a park.
Yeah, talk to me. So when she's touching your leg, you're sat down on a bench?
Yes.
Great. So you're not just walking through?
No. I was in a very large coat, shorts. So if the coat's closed, it looks like I've got nothing on.
Trainers?
Yeah. And then I was erect.
Oh, God.
But then I realised children laughing in the background.
Oh,
It was
no.
a children's park.
Oh, God.
So I felt awful.
Oh.
I felt seedy.
Yeah.
That was that.
Oh.
It was a good day.
Sounds it. Would you go back?
No.
No. You're not allowed back to that park full stop, are you?
Probably not.
After someone saw
I wouldn't allow myself to go back there. We nearly got locked in.
you got locked in the park?
Yeah, we were going outside the gate and he was closing. We had to rush.
He would have let you out, surely.
Yeah, just closing up. No. Sorry. And he was one of those guys you know in films and things where they're a caretaker of a park and they're just like so grizzly and grumpy.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, sorry, can we leave, please? He was like, right, what? Yeah. You just don't know what he's saying.
And then they let you out. So are you going to see this girl again?
Probably not, no.
Why?
Because she was talking about feet and how she's obsessed with her own feet. She was like a foot fetishist, but for herself.
Oh man, do you know, is there a way of just meeting like someone who's a bit normal?
I would love to meet someone that was normal.
Get in the comments.
If anyone's semi-normal and can kind of encourage me in my life, please let me know.
That's why Trainline signed him up. Did you see that?
Look at the emotion,
Switch in emotion.
Breaking Joes.
Ethan James, how was yours, sir?
Oh, yes. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Well, yes, Easter has indeed came and gone. But I actually had a few days off, which was really lovely, Joe.
Yeah, he's worked himself very hard here, Dom. He's a grafter. So he had a couple of days off. Are you getting about? What you get up to?
Oh, well, we had quite a nice few days with the female. And
Manisha.
yes, Manisha, the female. And we went
Does she
everywhere.
like badminton?
We played badminton, funnily enough, when we met early on, but we used to just play in the outdoors. Like, she lived in like a uni, and like in the middle of that, like I want to use the word congregation. We were there, and we used to wind up the builders and stuff because we'd accidentally like hit it off them when they're on the scaffold. And
so you just played, but you weren't part of an Indian LGBTQ plus.
I don't think there was one, but if there was, that existed, we would have definitely signed up.
Their group and your group just won't get on, would it?
Why not?
Famously don't get on, do they?
Who?
The Indians and the Chinese.
I don't know, do they not? I thought it was Pakistan and India that doesn't get on.
Oh, they've got lots of enemies, haven't they?
Who, India?
Yeah.
I thought the Chinese had lots of enemies.
They do.
Territory this, isn't it?
And just bringing it back slightly, it was such a lovely few days, but then it all came crashing down.
Why? What do you mean? What happened?
A great flood.
The Great Flood?
Great flood. So, Manisha left the shower on. And well, sorry, she was in the shower is why she left it on.
Wait, no.
Wait, she left it on herself.
So she's in the shower,
yes,
but she left it on. What do you mean?
She left, sorry, it got clogged up and she didn't realise the water levels. Wow. So when she opened the door...
Oh, it's one of those showers. I'm imagining it in a bath shower, yeah.
So what does she, as soon as she gets the whooshes, does she call you straight away?
Well, no, she keeps it secret. She doesn't want to know. So I'm asleep.
I'd suss the situation out and see how bad it was.
Water flowing out of the windows.
Yeah.
But I didn't know, you see. And then I heard commotion. I heard her talking to my housemate Patterson. And they were getting loads of tea towels together. And I was thinking, like, what could it be? Like, has she spilt, like, a yoghurt? Has she, oh, God, I don't know where else we're going. There's some wax on the candles pooled. I couldn't work it out.
Suggestions?
Yeah. And then obviously, I probably should have thought about the water one.
Yeah.
Very common. And then I walked... And towels all piled up everywhere to try and halt the flood.
How many towels do you own?
Many a tea towel, and a few towels as well. So there was maybe at least double figures.
Wow.
And as Take That would say, we did hold back the flood.
Nice.
Okay. But then also, there's another water-related crisis. This time...
It doesn't sound too much of a crisis.
Oh, it gets worse, Joe. It's the other end of the spectrum now.
Go on.
No water at all.
Oh, all the water. Did she drain all the water out?
No, completely unrelated story.
Go on.
Patterson's had a pipe burst in his room.
Of course he has.
So we've had to...
Is
he known for pipes bursting?
He'll be doing something with that pipe you wouldn't expect.
Okay.
Like, I don't want to blame him, but I just feel like I was so disgruntled when I came back yesterday and all this palaver was going on. So I thought it was right to put me at rest was to blame him for it. And I must say now we're out of water and we have no idea when it'll come back.
So how are you showering or what?
Well, I showered at work today.
In the new ones?
There's keep it secret. The shower is not officially open.
When is it officially open?
We don't know.
What do you mean don't know?
Nobody knows. Just that bit through there is just completely forgotten about. Refurbished over a year ago, and it's not opened for business. But I thought today, I might as well look after myself and get clean.
You had a wank in there?
I didn't have a wank in there, no.
You can't do that, can you?
Well, do you wee in the shower? You don't wee in the shower, do you?
Oh, well, not in the one at home because that one floods up and piss would have went everywhere.
Did you wee in that one?
I didn't, but
you would.
I could.
Don, would you wee in the shower?
Absolutely, I wee everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, bottles, sinks.
You led with bottles, that's weird.
Out of the window sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, if I'm staying somewhere. Well, because when I was staying I need to live in just a simple life. I like trauma for all these things. I was living in an old 1970s camper van in Cumbria for a while, and I didn't want to go to the main house. Well, I was on a job. I didn't want to go to the main house in the middle of the night and wake everyone up.
So explain the layout. So you've got your camper van.
Yeah, on the porch, driveway, and it's next to a wall that's overgrown with ivy or whatnot. And I would need the toilet in the middle of the night because I used to piss the bed, like I mentioned before.
Yeah.
So I need to go to the toilet in the night because I drink lots of water. So it's one of those manual windows.
Yeah.
And I had to,
You'd pop your willy out the window and wait.
It's easier. That was easier than the shame of waking everyone up, I think.
Did you ever have any close calls when you nearly got caught?
Yeah, because I was living in this manor house when we were doing a play there for the family. And I'd piss into a bottle and then chuck it out the window.
Whoa,
You know what?
Whoa. Come on.
Sorry to interrupt, but I've just thought, as a kid, I was really, really anxious. And I used to get really anxious about waking up my parents in the middle of the night with this inbuilt fear that I built up that I was going to wake them up, I was going to piss them off, but they would never get annoyed by that kind of thing of like me going. But I built it up in my head that they would. And there was a phase where I used to wee into mugs or bottles and pour it out the window when I was younger.
It's not so uncommon. I'm not so strange after all.
Tell us, so you went from one story to the next there. So you used to piss outside on the wall, but now you're doing it in bottles for this story. This next story we're on.
Because I was on the third floor, and if I'd pissed outside the window, the people staying in... I sound like such a degenerate, it's probably because I am. The people that were living underneath probably would have seen if they were up reading a book or something. They don't want to see a piss rain shower, do they, outside the window?
Well, I would.
It would ruin the ambiance. So I used to get it and chuck it. So
I need to go back a bit. What bottle did you use?
like a glass, one of those glass kind of...
A glass one?
Yeah, from IKEA.
What?
Those glass ones that you see at bars and things where you use the big glass one to pour into the little
Like a
glass
decanter.
one. Yeah, decanter, yeah.
Right, I'm with you. So there's a bit more of a hole there for you to aim into.
Yeah.
Right, great.
Yeah, an opening. A large opening.
Yeah. And you'd wean that. You'd never nearly get it full, would you?
Yeah.
Really?
I drink a lot of water. Oh, I can. If you want to know more about me, I can drink a litre of water in 10 seconds.
Well, that's fucking... Obviously, we're going to have to try that at some
What
point.
do you mean you can drink a litre of water in 10 seconds?
I can drink liquids very quickly. Not piss. I don't drink piss.
So that's why you'd wee so much in the decanter and then you'd lob it out?
Yeah.
So someone nearly caught you?
Well, yeah, because it turns out I was chucking it onto the housekeeper's house.
Oh. You were throwing your wee?
Directly onto someone's home. It's some kind of act of war.
Did they say anything?
No, but I imagine if they found out, it would be too... How do you bring something like that up?
So now and again he'd be in their house and there's just
Just a...
burst of liquid come crashing down on the roof.
Yeah.
And it would be you.
It would be. Maybe they have maybe their children will remember that. Do you remember, Dad? Do you remember that time? Do you remember when we used to think an owl man used to come and land on the roof at night? It turns out it's just a vat full of urine. Do you think a lot of people have stories like that?
No.
As in you think something's magical when you're a child and it just ends up being something.
Out of the 3-story manor house.
Yeah.
What, so someone paid you to be in a play in their home?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Do tell.
I remember the children
No, do tell. Go on, what?
Well, it was probably a lord.
A lord paid you to do what play?
What was it? Romeo and Juliet, actually, and I played the Queen, amongst other characters. But I remember the children...
Which Queen? In Romeo and Juliet?
No, the Queen, fuck. No, Lady...
Lady Macbeth. Now we're all
Lady
over the
Capulet.
place.
Lady Capulet.
You played...
I did, yeah.
You played Lady Capulet in Romeo and Juliet?
I did, yeah.
Just wear a wig?
No. And the beard made it funnier, obviously.
Oh, yeah. Did you put on a voice? Oh. Wow.
Can't do that these days.
Yeah,
that's why,
you know. You get yourself in hot water these days.
Oh, yeah.
Or hot wee.
Yeah. But I remember the children running around laughing and smiling and my friend going, look how joyful they are. I'd be fucking laughing if I was going to inherit, a lordship.
Yeah.
And they put us in the pool house. They had about 110 rooms, but they put us in this 1800. We had to lie on these camp beds in this little house. Like slaves. Yeah.
So then they'd wake you up and go, right, perform.
Yeah.
Or would you have a set
We'd have
time?
to build the set. Yeah, we built the set. Not from like things we found in the woods, but we went round in the van.
Like The Apprentice.
We had a wooden set that we put up every day. I lost quite a lot of weight.
How do you mean every day? How many times were you doing it?
8 months.
Say that again?
8 months on the road, going to all these weird houses. You think the royal family is fancy, but you don't understand in this country there's thousands of these castles and houses of people that are more aristocratic than the royal family.
And
that
you
have
used to
been
go to different houses. You just do one night, boom,
yeah.
Romeo and Juliet, move
Put
on.
the set, take down the set, go somewhere else.
But you saw some sights, didn't you?
Yeah, yeah. We went to this house. This would be a long story. Do you want me to tell it?
Give us the headlines of the story.
We went to a manor house in Northumberland.
Yeah.
This family, we were warned beforehand. They're a bit weird, so we were staying. We were staying in. They seemed like reasonable people. We were staying in the attic. And we walked into the attic, and from the ceiling to the floor and all the walls were covered in mattresses.
What?
Yeah, like some kind of and it was like some kind of Scandinavian themed big room. But everyone was
yourself, really.
I don't think it was meant for,
Jagging.
Yeah. And then I stayed because I snore very loudly. They put me in the basement
That's miles
on a mattress.
Yeah.
And there were like these like portraits leant against the wall of like him with like blow up dolls. Life-size blow up dolls.
Really?
Yeah, just self-portraits, and they have little kids running around.
Would you get fed at these posh houses?
No, we had a packed lunch from Tesco.
A meal deal.
Yeah. Well,
Nice.
yeah. Like
None of
wafer.
them would like ask you out afterwards, like it.
No, there were some really good places where some of them would like come to our private bar in our house, and great.
They did. Yeah.
Everyone was shagging apart from me.
Oh.
Yeah, 5 of us. They were shagging. 2 of them shagging. 2 of them shagging. And me.
Did you get any action on the road?
No, I was the one that everyone came to. Oh, he bombed me and he doesn't love me.
Just checking. That's not a line from Romeo and Juliet, is it?
No.
Because I've missed that bit.
Yeah, there's one of those things you think is a myth but is actually real, where people think having anal sex is less intimate than normal sex, so they don't catch feelings. And I have to listen to this like some kind of wise Buddha. I don't know what to do in that situation.
No, a wise Buddha. Are you a wise Buddha?
No, don't come to me with your problems.
Maybe we could do Dom's agony bants later on in the series, maybe. Anyway, my week before we move on to Ethan's film review.
Sorry.
I went to a restaurant with Daryl, who's a good friend of ours. If you listen to the podcast that you're not in, you'd know that. Daryl is. By the way, how are the comments from last week's pod?
There was one that was quite mean.
But the rest of them.
But the rest of them, I need to be grateful. The rest of them are nice. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you.
I took Daryl out for some food. Me, Daryl, and Statman Dave, who is also a YouTuber who've had on this pod. Did you watch that one?
Who's that?
Statman Dave.
Was that the bunny man?
No. We don't talk about the bunny man.
I must have seen them.
Yeah, of course you.
In passing.
We went to Ethan, and I wonder if you've ever been to Fazenda.
Where's that?
Oof, it's a little bit posh. It's a little bit expensive, but it's one of those sort of Brazilian-themed restaurants where they bring round unlimited steak.
Oh,
have you seen these?
I've seen the videos, and they just bring it round, and it's non-stop, isn't it, until you say halt?
Yeah. So essentially, you sit down. Right, you'd love this, Ethan. We should go. Let's do it.
I would love to.
May I come, please?
Yes, of course you can.
Oh, thank you.
We went for a Chinese once, and you were invited.
I was very ill. I was probably hungover.
Chinese food's good for hangovers.
Really? I do fucking love that Jade City. It's so good.
It's good. It's changed hands now. It's called Only You.
Did they have that massive sad fish in the fish tank?
Yeah, just by itself.
Yeah, there's no like rocks or anything.
Sad, isn't it?
Do you think they have feelings?
Fish.
Yeah.
Probably. Not too many.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we went to Fazenda. So you sit down, right? Get this. It's a little bit expensive, but we got it for Daryl and Dave for their Christmas presents. So they cashed it in.
Oh.
So that's from me and Becky as a Christmas present. So they cashed it in at Easter. We went down on Good Sunday then, Easter Sunday. You sit down at 7 o'clock and you're allowed the table till 9. 2 hours of unlimited steak. So what you do is you got these little cards on your table. The one's green, one's red.
Oh.
When you're okay for steak, you turn it over to red. When you want steak, you turn it to green. And these incredible gentlemen with big skewers of delicious fresh meat are just wandering around asking you if you'd like a rump or if you'd like a topside, if you'd like a bit of sirloin, not sirloin, if you'd like a bit of sirloin, and then you've got a menu in front of you of unlimited sides you can order.
What the
Truffle fries, sweet potato mash, you've got cauliflower, you've got charred tender stem broccoli, got little breads, and then unlimited sauces.
Are the sides unlimited too?
Sides are unlimited.
How much is this place?
If you go in lunchtime, it's 30 quid.
That's fucking not
If
bad.
you go when
is
we
it?
went, it's a little bit more expensive, 54.
Do they not charge you like extra for if you go overboard in the steak? Or is
No,
it just...
we and Daryl still saw this as a challenge. We kept eating for 1 hour and 45 minutes.
Fucking hell.
I felt more cow than human at the end of the day.
Do they get you because it's protein and it's filling?
What they try and do is go, "Oh, you want some sides?"
Oh,
yeah,
here we
yeah.
go. Yeah,
And they fucking give you
give it
they
potatoes
give you
and
they feed you
gigantic
really
potatoes.
salty potatoes and chips. And you're like,
Yeah.
and I had to sit Daryl down. He didn't enjoy it really, to be fair, because I had to drill him into it. Daryl, if I see you ordering a fucking side, game over, my friend, because that's how they do it. But to be fair to Daryl, he took my advice on board. He smashed it.
Was it charcoal grilled steak as well?
Yeah. You should see the back room where they're all going. They've all got these big skewers and they're all just spinning them round.
Where is it?
There is one in Spinningfields
Okay.
in Manchester. How about that for our next celebration?
I would love to.
What episode are we on at the minute?
This is, I think, 161.
Oh,
I went to
I
Hawksmoor.
went to a 200. Yeah, Hawksmoor's good. That's like you just order a good steak there, don't you?
Yeah, but me and my friend got this steak, 120 quid for a slab of steak, and it was a bit shit. You know when you're halfway through?
120 quid?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
A Chateaubriand.
Why was it shit? I thought
It was just a bit shit. You know when you cook it at home and you just put loads of butter on and baste it? But by the halfway through, it's cold. You're like, I just want to go home. The cheesy mash was very good, though.
Do you have the best meal of your life ever in your head? Do you know what it was?
I went to a 3-star Michelin restaurant about 3 weeks ago.
Fucking hell, you've done a lot recently, haven't you?
Well, I feel like I'm going to die anytime soon. I feel like I'm going to drop dead.
What age would you be happy with?
51.
Nice.
I think that's pushing it.
Nah, don't be daft.
No, seriously. I think I'd be okay. If someone said, you're on your way out next week, I'll be like, sad, but I've had a nice time.
Talk to me about this.
Good morning, everybody.
This 3-star Michelin restaurant.
It was 5 hours.
5 hours?
17 courses.
Fuck me. Who'd you go with?
My friend. Yeah.
You're going to have to elaborate a little bit. That must have cost a fucking fortune.
Yeah, it was £1,000 between us.
And you say
And
you're skinned.
I moan about not having any money and I do things like this.
You spent 500 quid on a meal.
Yes. To be fair, it was for my birthday.
£50 van shorts. What's going on? I mean,
I'm stupid.
You've got to enjoy yourself, haven't you?
You have to live life.
Where is this place? London?
In Cumbria. In Cartmel. It's called Lonclume. Have you seen The Trip?
Yes, I've seen The
I
Trip.
think they went there. I've not
Love
seen The
it.
Trip.
And 17 courses.
Yeah, it was very special. It was for my birthday, but
happy
it was
birthday.
2 months. Well, my birthday was in January, but
Oh, right, yeah.
I couldn't book a table for that.
Oh my God, it's your birthday soon, isn't it, Ethan?
Ah, fucking hell, yeah.
When are we doing it? What are we doing for it? What's the date again? 20th.
Just around then, yeah.
You're going to be 25.
Yeah.
Ask him when's his actual birthday.
When's your birthday?
Can't lie to Dom.
April 17th.
April 17th. What date is that? 1
I
second.
think it's my mum's birthday coming soon. I don't know when it is.
Right, April the 17th. Do we record? It's going to be your birthday when we record.
Oh, yeah, it will be, yeah.
Right. Technically, we're in charge of the budget whilst Joe Smith's away.
Oh.
Would you want to go to Fazenda for your birthday, Ethan?
I would love to, but I'll be at work in the evening, but thank you.
Yeah, true. Eating all that steak would wipe you out.
We could bring something here for you.
Yeah, what would you like? Why don't one of us take care of the cake?
I can get the cake.
Bake it, though.
Oh, bake it?
Yeah. Give you something to do.
I don't have anything. Yeah, you're right. I need a hobby. Maybe get into baking.
And what can I do for him?
Paint his picture.
Okay. Oh, yeah, like a little thank you for painting me.
Yeah, tit for tat.
Yeah. Tit for tit.
Yeah. Where do you think that comes from, tit for tat?
No idea.
Do you think it means tit for penis?
Yeah, but what would that mean? Why?
Well, it's an exchange.
I see your tit, you see my penis.
I think you get more out of seeing a tit than a penis.
Probably, yeah.
Tell us about this 17-course meal again. What was your favourite thing you ate?
Sweetbreads.
Isn't that like the brains of an animal?
Yeah, I think so. But it was so delicious.
Really?
Raw langoustine. Who would have thought that would be nice?
Were you full?
Yeah, we had cheese at the end as well, though, and bread and wine pairing.
Were you pissed?
Yeah, very. Because I had 2 Negronis as well, which are the best Negronis I've ever
I think
fucking
this
had.
is where the Michelin star restaurants sort of get you. Like, I don't think some of them are that good. Like, I honestly, I appreciate some of them are great, but by the time you've reached 15 courses and you've got a wine pairing with most of them, am I right?
With everyone.
If I went to, say, McDonald's and had 15 glasses of wine whilst eating a Big Mac, I'd probably think by the end of it was the best meal of my life.
To be fair with you, I wish I wasn't that pissed at the end of it, because my enjoyment of it went down because I was feeling a bit ill. But the wines were fantastic. I've never appreciated.
jealous.
I never appreciated a wine.
Go on, Ethan.
Well, I was going to say, me and Joe for a Patreon special went to that Woods, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
Was it good?
You know what? It was fantastic, wasn't it, Joe?
Yeah, we loved it.
Like, I was buzzing. But I must say, to comment on the theory that you've given, I feel that those cocktails that we had beforehand, that just made me have a wonderful, wonderful time. And that was the thing that made it almost so exciting for me and more of an event. Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
That probably blows it up in my mind.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, the memory's brilliant.
If you are opening a restaurant and you're not too confident about your food, get people pissed.
Yeah.
Because I've been to, you know, when you really piss and you go to Almost Famous for those dirty burgers and they're fantastic.
Yeah.
But then you go sober and it's like, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
It's awful.
No. We like Almost Famous. I think they watch the pod.
I love Almost Famous. But don't go sober.
No, you can go whenever you want. Right, we've got to move on because it's time for...
Harry Potter's pretty good.
Harry Potter.
Oh, Pocahontas is a lovely film.
Harry Potter.
You won't believe it. It's time for my film review.
Every single week, Ethan sits down in front of the telly or the cinema or a projector or something and watches a film for us and brings it to the table for Ethan's film review.
Yep. We're still fucking here, aren't we?
No, Ethan. He doesn't like this feature. It's the best, one of the best features. People love it.
People love you though, don't
People
they?
love it. They do.
Love the segments. The zones. I could be used to so much potential, Tom. The people love me, and they decide to give me this crappy segment where somebody who doesn't watch films talks about films. That's rubbish.
Did you watch the film though?
I did.
What was it?
No, that should have got more of a fucking.
Well, all right.
Go to it again.
Well, did you watch the film then?
I fucking did. Yeah, come on. Bloody hell, right, yeah.
He's loving it. He's that very own Mark Commode.
Well, actually, I took it upon myself from... Do you remember we did the other day the top 3 films?
Yes.
Well, I thought... I listened to your suggestions. I thought, I'll go and watch one of them.
Oh, wow.
And I watched... let me get the name right. Oh, God. This is just anxiety playing on the mind. I do know.
No, it's not.
You're
making this up, aren't you? You are making this up. You've gone so confident. Right,
I do.
Remember your 3 films, what you picked? Don't say them out loud.
Yes, I do.
I remember mine.
It was one of Dom's, I think.
All right.
I think I know which one it will be.
Old Country for Men. Something Country for Old Men. No Country for Old Men or something.
What's it called?
Yeah.
What's it called?
No Country for Old Men.
No
Got it
Country
right.
for
You're
Old
spot
Men.
on, actually.
Yeah,
Ethan.
thank you.
What did you make of it?
Well, well, if anyone's not seen the film, what happens is there's a madman and he's on the loose, and it begins with him just instantly killing a man, and then basically this repeats all the way through the film, and he ends up chasing a man who he thinks has his money, which he's got a big a little device in it, so he's tracking him. He doesn't realise this. The poor bugger's kept running up and down the country. Now he's finally checked this case and realises there's things in there. But it's probably going to be too late, as this madman is one of the best killers in town. Actually, in the world, probably.
Is there a competition for it or something?
Oh well, he's just a dark bastard, you see, and he's got some funny ways of killing people. But anyway, I must say, it's a good film, but nobody knows what really happens at the end. It's one of those ones.
Oh,
Do you know the likes of Billboards? That Billboards film.
Yeah.
With Woody Harrelson is also in that one. They never sum it up. They go, oh, here's a really good film. And they're like, oh, fucking hell, I've put so much work into this. Can't be arsed. That's what they do. They go, can't be arsed. Let the viewer make up the ending. Just let them be. Oh, the imagination of the viewer is so much more than that we could depict in our film. So let's just leave it at that point. Do you know what I mean?
Do you think he's right here when he talks about the word, obviously the cliffhanger?
Well, they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They've just got ours.
Or do you think that is part of the art? You are yourself an artiste.
I think it's the ambiguity of evil.
So is that a yes or a no?
Well, it's like the end of Sopranos, isn't it?
I don't ruin that. I'm watching as we speak.
Are you? Where are you? Sorry.
Episode 4 of series 1.
Really? You're in. I'm so envious.
Really?
It's one of the best things ever. But yeah, it is annoying. I know what you mean.
So, how many Ethans out of 5?
Well, the journey was fantastic, and there's a few things I'm annoyed about because I feel like this is metaphorical or this means something, but I can't. So there's a scene at the end where he gets hit by a car and these two kids help him, and he gives them a bit of money. It was the first bit of kindness we saw from this character, and it was just like, that means something more, but I can't grasp it. So I feel like to the viewer who can think beyond me, it's probably a 5, but to me, it's probably a 4. A 4 out of 5.
Harry Potter's pretty good. This is a lovely film. You won't believe it. It's time for my film review.
Ethan's film review, ladies and gentlemen.
See, that, and everyone in the comments is like, oh, he's got a good feature. It's so shit. Listen, I don't like films. I don't watch films all the time. I did for once. There's something for you. Maybe this can be a thing once every month or so. But you've got something there.
All right, so we've given you a feature, Ethan.
He's so angry.
What feature? What would you like to change it to?
Fucking something. Ask them. Ask them. What do people want to see me talk about? What would you like to know about me? To be honest, actually thinking about it, 161 episodes gone. I don't think I've got anything else to add. I don't know. Like,
The fucking podcast is falling apart.
I know someone.
Joe's nowhere to be seen, and Ethan's just told us he's given up.
I know someone once described me as a mood hoover. So I hope I haven't infected you with sadness.
Do you think by the end of this, sort of when Joe's back, we're all going to be fucking dead sad?
Probably.
Yeah, well, you can bring the light in. What about if we're a mood blower? And
Excuse me?
Oh. Me and Ethan are mood blowers. You're a mood hoover, we're mood blowers. So we're going to make you happy by the end of it.
Getting hot under the collar here.
I know, mate.
A mood blower that will make...
Me and Ethan, me and Ethan, we're blowing you everywhere.
Sucking and blowing.
Your Hoover's out of date, mate.
Sorry.
Blowers.
Just before we move on, because I know we need to. Why? I know this is not a nice question to ask. Why is it called a blowjob? Because there's
Is this to do with Shakespeare?
no blowing, is there?
Probably not.
Why?
No one ever does that, do they?
I think if you were inclined to have a go in the old pipe, as people would
That's
say,
bad, that.
I think somebody who's heard about this will have at least tried that before. And it went, hang on, is it better with a blow? Do you know what I mean?
So, I have just Googled why is it called the blowjob. And here's something for everyone now. So you can tell people at the pub, at family parties.
I'll ring my mum up afterwards.
Christians. In the 17th century, the word blow meant to bring someone to an orgasm. So it kind of meant you were giving someone an orgasm to give them a blow.
Great.
So I guess it's like an orgasm job.
But I guess isn't...
Job. It's like, it's good, isn't it?
It's really
Good job.
Right, we got some food to talk into. Ethan, just a quick... Let's get to know... Well, we'll know Ethan's food diary. What's your, like, day-to-day food-wise? What do you eat? What do you cook for yourself?
I've been struggling for years. I need to sort it out. I'm trying to eat better, but I do, and then I just go wild at night. You know, the classic. So I'll be eating. I was on a regime of 2 Weetabix.
A day?
No, in the morning.
All right.
And then I was having 2 thighs of chicken fried on a potato with lots of mayonnaise and lots of salt. And then I'd be like, great, done. 8 o'clock comes, wine comes, crisps, Ferrero Rocher.
You're like a fucking single mum, you are.
Yeah, they're awful.
8 o'clock comes, curry's on.
Yeah, the sheets are on me. Chardonnay, cry, YouTube comments, King Cobra JFS, plug. I'm not associated with it at all. It's just a fun watch. Yeah, so my diet's fucked. So I'll have like maybe 1,500 calories in the day, but then have 3,000
Jesus. Yeah,
at night.
It's sort of like me.
Yeah.
Ethan, what are you cooking at the minute?
Eggs and avocado and toast.
What, for your main meal?
Just, last couple of nights, eggs, avocado and toast. 3 fried eggs. I've changed from poached now. Avocado just cut straight out of the shell, skin. And some wholemeal bread, 2 slices. Yeah, bit of ketchup.
Ketchup?
Fucking bleak.
Oh yeah. Salt and
What's
pepper.
yours?
I just mix and match. Last night I had some smashed potatoes with broccoli and sea bass.
Sea bass,
Tonight,
nice.
yeah. Well, here's the thing. Morrison's have got... We're big on our fish at the minute. So Morrison's have got 3 for £10 on fish. So we got 2...
Oh, very good.
We get 2 packs of sea bass and 1 pack of salmon.
But you don't eat meat at
That's
home.
very good.
We do eat fish.
Do you have an air fryer?
Yeah, do I.
Salmon in the air fryer is very
Is
good.
it really? Yeah, really.
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Brilliant. Right, well, here is... Sorry, that sounded so sorry. Right, sorry, I was just moving on because I know timing-wise. We've got to crack on because it is time for...
Oh, that's definitely 9 out of 10. Definitely. Oh, that is sensational! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 out of 10.
Nice, that, isn't
It's
it?
like he's still here.
Let me have a look. It is like he's still here. So, there's a little bit of a trend kicking about in the world of viral foods. And the trend is a restaurant in London that has stolen a sort of meal idea from Paris. Have you heard of it? Paris.
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
And is it the
French dip.
Yeah, no, it's the steak frites.
Oh.
So you have this gorgeous sort of steak
Yeah.
with lovely chips, a beautiful sauce and salad. So people queue up for ages to get these steak frites.
Oh, I know what you're talking. Yeah.
And it's come over to Manchester, and one very popular sandwich shop called Mickey's, which is only just down the road from us here, has decided to put the steak frites, so the beautifully well-cooked steak, French fries, French sauce, roast garlic butter
In a bun.
inside a sandwich.
My mouth's
And apparently
watering.
it is one of Manchester's best sandwiches. So I thought Mickey deserves a little bit of a shout out for doing just that. Oh my God, look at it, bad boy. This smells beautiful. And I've separated into, can everyone hold theirs up? You've got a little third there, Don. What's it smelling like?
Fish almost.
What?
Oysters.
What? No, it doesn't smell like oysters. Have you got the wrong end? Right, we're going to have a little bite and then we'll be back after this.
Really, really amazing.
Right, we've just demolished the sandwich, and we got to give it like the. I was going to say got to give it the benefit of the doubt. It's been there for about an hour. That was something else, that wasn't it?
Amazing.
Steak and chips in a sandwich absolutely blew my mind.
Bread, incredible, homemade. Sauce, incredible. Got capers in it or something. Fantastic. The steak was tender.
Oh, it was absolutely delicious. Ethan James.
Well, I must say, some of the great things in life would be steak, bread, and cheese. But what if all these things were put together? And that's what we just had then.
Yeah, we did indeed. So what are we giving it? Are we going 9 out of 10?
8.5 out of 10. Cold.
But the idea of it being hot.
9.5 out of 10.
Oh, I love
but
that.
obviously 9 out of 10.
That's a good way of looking at it, Ethan.
I think, you know what, we discussed the price before for this.
12 quid.
12 quid, true. I think for, the box is just over there, but it's about this, it's like a foot long, isn't it, if it was like a Subway or whatever.
Yeah.
The bread, again, so much better quality than a Subway or whatever. The steak was like a nice, like, would you say medium rare on the caution of rare?
It was, yeah.
And that's how it was a really decent steak, especially to go in the sandwich. You know what, Drew? I think for 12 quid for that, and we're looking for people to find like valuable stuff and valuable foods, it could be in, you know.
It could be in. Well, this is where you have to decide, Ethan. Are you He's doing in there. We've still got the top 3 to try and fit in. Is it in or not?
Yeah, I think it's in for me.
Yeah, it's definitely in for me. It's in the house.
Oh, well done. That's good, that.
It is time for this fucking class feature. The top 3.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. The top 3.
Time for the top 3. We've had a serious debate pre-pod about what the top 3 should be. I wanted to go, and I've been beaten. I wanted to go with a more sort of.
You said top
friendly.
pedos, didn't you?
Top 3 pedos.
That's what you
Your
said.
stepdad, number 1.
Oh, nice one.
What the
Not a
hell is
pedo.
going on?
Don't get the colour.
Not a pedo.
Not a pedo. I wanted to go something that everyone can get involved in, and probably everyone can get involved in yours as well. But I wanted to go days of the week.
I think that's very vanilla.
It is, but you know what? Yours is very chocolate.
The people will like it, I think. Mine is top 3 bodily fluids.
Set the bar then. Go for it.
Blood.
Is that 3?
Top 3.
Yeah.
Right.
Number 2, semen. Not other people's, my own. As a life-giving agent.
This is your own top 3. Like you're imagining these liquids coming from you.
I'm not imagining any liquids coming from me. I'm imagining usefulness and what substantiates a human being.
What's going to be above semen and blood then?
Tears.
Oh.
More. It's better than semen and blood.
Can I renege on that and say a different one? Saliva.
Nice. Ethan, top 3 bodily fluids?
Well, I was considering this in terms of importance, but also interest. So at 3, I'd probably put blood. Right? I think number 2, I'll probably put spit, because it could be brilliant for like healing with injuries, brilliant for telling someone to fuck off,
Brilliant to get someone going.
yeah, you get someone going if you like that. And number 1, it probably would have to be semen, actually. Well, I've just noticed that every time I've seen it, I've always felt quite positive.
Oh, yeah, right, well, I'm going to change it after this. Give me 20 minutes. Slap me over the face or something. I'm going to go Sunday.
What does that mean? Sorry, what does that mean? What does that mean?
What?
Are you going to slap
You said
me over
every
the
time
face?
you've seen semen, you've been happy.
Yeah, but you're going to slap me over the face or something?
I insinuate that I'll go and get my semen. I'll just come back. Slap
Right,
me over the face.
alright, not okay.
What are your two top three bodily
I've gone
fluids?
Saturday, Sunday, and Friday, number one.
What do you mean? Those aren't bodily fluids.
Do I have to do it?
You have to do it.
For me, it goes snot, number 3, very important.
Yeah.
2, semen.
Everyone's got semen on theirs, haven't they?
Yeah, because you set the trend. Number 1, it has to be blood.
Blood is important.
It has to be blood.
Some might say blood is important. Yeah.
It has to be. You give blood.
Take blood.
Blood helps the body move. The
Occupied
heart needs
blood.
it a lot, doesn't it?
Oh,
I
yes.
believe it does. Yeah.
You take blood away, you're dead. You take semen away, you're just upset.
I think I'm infertile.
How much would you ejaculate?
Well, mine's always been see-through, like water.
What?
Sticky water, like sugar water. I've got a keyring with a vial on it to help bees when they're exhausted. It's called a beeviver instead of reviver. So it's got sugar water, and that looks like my ejaculate.
Have you ever got the two confused?
No, I don't play with both at the same time.
Oh, God.
What a way to revive a bee.
Yeah, I could trick the bee if I was some kind of sick naturist.
And you're not, are you?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Right, everyone, thank you very much for watching another episode of the Sloppy Joe's podcast. Oh, let me just play the jingle again. That has been the top 3.
Time for this fucking class feature. The top 3.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
4, 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. The top 3.
One of my favourite things.
It's great, isn't it? Right, make sure you leave us a little sub. We're on our way to 10,000 subscribers. Thank you very much, Dom.
Thank you.
Cheers, Ethan.
Oh, yes, thank you, Joe.
See you later. Bye, everyone.
Oh, yes, and wave,
Wave,
Ethan.
Ethan.
Yep, I'll do that. See you all later. Ta-ra.